Hi everyone, I'm Angelica, aka Gunsmile, and today I want to talk about Pollen, Eternal Wanderings. You're walking. You've been walking for days, lost in the dusty red expanse, the barren wasteland of Pollen. Your team split when a pack of hungry gendos descended on your campsite. Some of you didn't run fast enough and became food for empty bellies. The rest of you escaped with your lives, though you had to leave your supplies behind. You were okay for a few days. You had a little food and some water. But once they ran out, you were on your own. The hunger and the fear set in, stoking anger. Tempers flared. When Albin dropped dead from the knife wound, he looked less like a corpse and more like a meal. You shudder and suppress that memory. Suddenly, you crest a hill and look down to see a massive forest sprawling at the bottom. A hallucination? You blink once, twice. No, it's real. The spiraling trees are utterly alien to you, but even from this distance you can see how green their leaves are, how red their fruit. Excited at the prospect of a proper meal, water, and rest, you start descending the hill with renewed strength. As you approach the forest, you realize just how big it is. The trees tower over you. Their trunks are pale and their leaves look like glass. The air is damp and smells a little like something rotting. None of this deters you. You're dying of hunger and thirst. You just want to rest. You reach for one of the nearby fruits. Then the ground beneath you opens and swallows you whole. Pollen is one of the 7 cultures of Degenesis Rebirth and occupies a large section of northeastern Europe. It is a land of fertile summers, brutal winters, and hardened people. Deep at Pollen's heart lies the Pandora crater, the collision site of one of the asteroids during the Eschaton, and the source of Pollen's sepsis. Countless mother spore fields spread out from Pandora, eating into the earth. But the primer does not flourish unchecked across Pollen's landscape. Almost in defiance, mysterious fractal forests take over old spore fields, causing their walls to crumble as new shoots rise rapidly into the air. No one is certain about the origin of these forests. The clans of Pollen, however, have embraced them. Nomadic families travel from fractal forest to fractal forest, harvesting roots and bulbs, cooking the leaves, and protecting the trees from sepsis-infected spiders and centipedes. When the forest eventually withers and dies, the clans move on to the next oasis. The nomadic lifestyle is not for everyone in Pollen, though. The cities Brno, Wrocław, and Danzig stand as civilization's last bastions in this hellish wasteland, though one could argue they are hardly great examples of civilization. Clanners in Brno fight each other over Chernobog's throne of bones, while the cult struggle to maintain dominance amid the chaos. Wrocław fares better under the watchful eye of the Piast. Neo-Libyans and their entourages make the city their base of operations for their big game hunts. Their massive surge tanks line the outer wall. Africans mingle freely with the other cults in the merchants' quarter. What do they hunt? Biokinetics, the native psychonauts of Pollen. Towering monsters of muscle and bone, shape-shifting terrors straight out of nightmares. Any Neo-Libyan who can kill a biokinetic can boast about it back home for decades to come. Meanwhile, in the far north of Pollen, Danzig sits cradled among snow dunes. Anabaptists work topside, rebuilding and reinforcing an old bygone cathedral for their defense against the cold, and against the spore beasts lurking just beyond the city's boundary. But underground, in the basement levels of Danzig's hospital, their Spitalian counterparts work on a very different task. But that isn't even Pollen's greatest mystery. People who pass through the blighted land ask all kinds of questions that have no answers. Who is the Piast, and how true are the rumors of his immortality? Is the tale of the wretched hag real, or just a story to scare misbehaving children? And what about those sightings of a strange bald man who seems to be in multiple places at once? Learn more about Pollen on the Degenesis Rebirth website at www.degenesis.com. and in the core book, Primal Punk. If you like what you've read and want more great content, donate to SIXMOREVODKA today at the Degenesis website. You can give a one-time donation or set up a monthly subscription. Every dollar goes to new art, stories, books, and online features. Until next time, game on, and be kind to each other.